Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Medici and today I bring you once again some Age of Origins content. This time around we're going to be checking out the Elite Wars. So the Elite Wars is a form of content that you need to be in an alliance in order to be able to partake in. And it's basically going to be an alliance versus alliance sort of gameplay style where you will be able to declare a war against a different alliance every now and then. And once you do that, you are going to be reaching an agreement on a time where you want to be fighting it off. So here we have the Elite Wars panel, and as you can see it says here war info. This is the name of the other alliance we're going to be fighting, and this is the time left until the fighting starts. So now there is previous examples of these battles, so I can show you what they look like real quick before we go into it. So let me just click onto the video replay and let's just run it through what this looks like. So once the battle starts, every single member of your alliance that's partaking in the event, it's gonna be coming out of their like sort of base here, you know, the big city, the main hall right there. As you can see there's a number indicating how many members that are participating in the event are still in this one building. So once the members are starting to move through this sort of bases, you could call them, they will be moving along these little lines, sort of like if it was a MOBA, you know what I mean, a League of Legends sort of game, and they will be clashing in the different zones. So here they're clashing into this middle area here, and they are fighting it off against the enemy. So the enemy will also be doing exactly the same. They will be sending in their troops, and here, as you can see, our alliance did win because we ended up killing every single one of their troops. But there is some of them that are sliding through. That's why we have some people staying behind here. As you can see, there's some people in the main city. That's because if some of them actually do manage to get all the way there, somehow they take a different path, they are then able to basically win for free. But in this case, we did win the main battle, and as you can see, we are just about to reach the main city right there. This is the enemy's main city, and yeah, you basically just fight it off, and if there's nobody defending, you are just going to win. So real quick, we will just end up winning right here in a second. This is what happened. Obviously, this is sped up 4 times, so it does take a little while. It doesn't take too long, but if it happens that quick where you just rush it through the middle and you end up winning, that is basically how it goes. So for participating in this sort of events, you do get some rewards, of course, as always in this game, and yeah, you just gotta be getting ready in this case. So as you can see here, we can now get into the battle. So we can click on the event that we saw that the timer was running down on, and now we can click on join battle. So as you can see here, Commander, your troops are wounded on are currently outside the city, so we can now go ahead and join them. I have a big bunch of units available, and therefore, well, let me just go ahead and join the battle. So now, once I am inside the battle, I am assuming I am going to be loading in a second. It's going to take a little while. And once that is done, excuse the slowness, is because I am playing on an emulator on the PC. But yeah, here we go. We got some instructions. So each commander can only control one army in Elite Wars. After joining, please select Send Army. Okay, so now I can click on Send Army. We're not yet playing because we can see here there's like nobody here sending anything just yet, but I'm being told to click on Send Army, so let me see what I can do over here. So here I can go ahead and choose what my army would look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and do exactly that, just choose my army. So in this case, I'm gonna be adding some more of these flame cannons just to make sure I have my army fully filled up. In this case, my fleet, because the fleet limit is what's going to be limiting how many troops I can send into this battle. So I'll just go ahead and save that on the slot number 7, confirm that, and then go back, click again, choose that, and then I assume I can set it out. This is going to be starting in 10 seconds, so we are having some people deciding who's going to be staying behind and such, as we talked before, just in case somebody snipes from the side. In any case, we are starting here, and let's see what we can do. So as the timer reaches 0, we are moving here, so I can click on attack right there, and I am moving along the rest of my allies. So we are just moving slowly. I see the button right here. I guess I can use the fleet speeds. Yeah, I can use the speed ups if I wanted to. I could also recall my troops towards the base, but we have 6 people in the base so far right now. And we are all moving towards Stronghold 5. Okay, so which is 5? 5 is right here on the way down to the right. So I guess we're just gonna be reaching Stronghold number 2. So that's what the numbers are for, so you can organize. And we have a commander telling us where to go. So if you are to fall behind, then you could be using those speed ups, yes, if you want to be part of the pack. But it's all a matter of basically now I got, okay, so now I got to number 2 and I can now go to number 5. We got somebody going all the way to up number 6. I'm not sure that's because some of them are going up. So yeah, the enemies are going up now, so you can see they're taking the other path. It doesn't really matter. If we clash in the middle, we'll just fight it off. But if we have somebody like this guy over here, Way, he's going all the way up there, and then he's probably going to be encountering on its own. But let's see what he does. He's going to be staying there for a little while, and let's see what it chooses to. But yeah, we could all just pretty much just rush it and instantly move from like one place to the other. That's one thing you could choose to do. I think he's now slowing down and waiting for us to actually get here so we can all move to 8. We are being told to move to Stronghold 8, as you can see here in the chat. So well, we're just about to reach, yeah, we just reached this, so we can now click on here. Okay, we're moving all the way to Stronghold 8. Where is the enemy going? The enemy clearly seems to have a lot less troops, unless they are already inside the Stronghold 11. But in any case, they are staying there, it seems, for a little while. They're just waiting it out. So now we can choose whether we want to be going down to Stronghold 10 or we want to be going up and try and fight them over there. Now, once we fight them, I think they will just go back to their bases. And we do seem to have one person holding it back all the way here. We actually have quite some more than one person. We have 5 or so. So let's see what's up now. We're being told to go to Stronghold 10. So let's move all the way down here to Stronghold 10 as soon as we reach this one. Now, this is a lot cooler once you are spinning out the footage, but now they seem to be coming for us. So now let's move quickly to Stronghold number 10. This is going to mean that we're not going to be crossing each other. They will be going their way and we will be going their way. But we are sort of rushing their base before they do get anywhere. Now they're being told, the people that are behind, to be hurrying, because otherwise they're going to be caught off and they're going to be fighting the enemies on Stronghold number 8. So at this point we should be thinking about, okay, well, do we want to be spending up some of these speed ups in order to reach the main base before? Are they going to be doing that, or what's the deal here? Now we had some guy go back for some reason. I'm not sure if he's just going to try and hold them back there. I think he did sacrifice himself so he could hold them, because that's going to be triggering a combat, so we're not going to be able to see it, but it's going to be meaning that they're going to be fighting each other on that little slot. Now that will definitely take a little while for them to get past, even though he's obviously going to be losing. Now here there was some people defending, so we're going to be fighting each other, and we are clearly going to be winning here because we just have basically the whole of our alliance is in that one spot. Now let's see where the enemy is right now. So it seems like they are holding back here on Stronghold number 8. They did not get out of there yet. They did win that battle, but obviously that's not gonna get them anywhere unless they got their asses kicked, which that would be insane because that was only one person, and I'm sure they could not hold the whole army on their own, even though that guy, I know they are pretty strong. And anyways, we are now here. We're gonna be moving towards the last building right here. I'm just gonna be using some speed up so I make sure that I am joining in at the same time as the rest of the pack. But regardless, this does seem to pretty much hold just like the previous example that I showed you, the replay of the previous battle, where we just do rush it all the way to the middle. The enemy seems a lot less coordinated. They don't seem to know what they're doing. They maybe even lost because they are nowhere to be found in the middle of the field, if you want to call it that. If we see here, there was pretty much none of them anywhere. Unless they did recall somehow, but now there we go. That's the last fight. Everybody's joining in on the last fight on the main base of the enemy. And if everything just goes according to plan, this is basically going to be a complete slaughter, and we're just going to be taking over this and winning the battle, and we'll see what we get right after that. So, yep, pretty much guaranteed win now. We did lose like about 37 troops, so we definitely won this by a long shot. There we go. We got 135 elite points. Not sure if that's a lot or not too much, because it might actually not be too much, because if we compare to previous battles here, we can see that we won another one, so we still have a 100% win rate. And now if we go to the battle report, we can see it here. It's not that many. Maybe that was because of the rank differential or whatever. But now we can see that, well, we won one more. We are climbing on the global rank, so that means that we are now closer to getting some other rewards and some cool stuff. We are obviously not in the top 100, that's going to be shown here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We are participating in this whole thing. You can read all of these, and this is going to tell you, well, a lot more information about the rules and what you get out of this. And as you can see here, there's ranks to the different alliances, and I'm sure there will be some rewards somehow. But here is where you declare the wars. You can go ahead, and if you have the permission for it, I'm assuming, you can go ahead and choose one of these alliances and declare war, setting up a time. I'm not sure if the time will be a time frame or it will be specifically chosen, but in any case, there you go. You can choose between alliances, and I'm not sure what this enemy tab is supposed to be. Maybe it's an actual already declared war against somebody. Let me check. Is it give me the loot? Yeah, I think that's something that we already declared a fight against. And then we have the true settings, where we can arrange the fight to not happen, or rather fights to not happen during that time. That is probably something you can choose to do basically if you are going to be participating in other events during that time frame. So if there's something like the battle for the capital during the time, then you would be basically declaring a truce, and therefore you would not be fighting any elite wars during that time. So let me go ahead and see if there's any rewards. As you can see here, there's a little chest, so we can click here, and this is the rewards that you get from participating in here. You get some merit, which increases your rank, and you get some extension components, very important to improve your equipment. And you get some commander XP and some speed ups, which are pretty nice as well. Let me go ahead onto the mail and see what we got. So here we go. We got this out of this elite war that we fought. We won the battle against the Nation 904 Alliance Vengeance. So we got a bunch of merit, we got a bunch of extension component, a bunch of oils, some commander XP, and some food and some speed ups that we basically also already used within that battle. So the most important thing here is, of course, the merit and the extension component. The merit really is just gonna be adding up onto here. If you go onto your commander level here, you can see this is where the merit adds up, and you increase up all the way to the other ranks. As you can see here, that's what you get out of being one rank or another. As you increase the ranks, you will get some more bonuses, and those bonuses really make a difference as you climb up, because it's gonna make your fleet a lot bigger, it's gonna give you a lot of attack against people. So it's most definitely an interesting thing to partake in if you have the time. And yeah, I most definitely enjoyed it. It was not that long, so it was pretty easy to get into it. Didn't really have to think too much about it, so it's quite simple, but you can coordinate it with your alliance, and it's pretty cool to place or take place or participate in these events every once in a while. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you find it useful. Please let me know in the comments anything you might want to know about this game, or any questions you might have. And please download the game from the link in the description as well if you haven't done so yet. It's most definitely worth it. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Yeah, bye bye, see ya.